Hey everybody, Preferred Selection here, back with some Terraria 1.2.4. Doing a little bit of, well, I'm not doing any farming anymore, but I was down here doing some farming. As you can probably see plenty of evidence from. Here my twins going crazy. I needed a good corruption base, because this world, if you remember, there's very little corruption. The natural corruption we had got hit by the... And when I say corruption, I mean Crimson. The natural Crimson we had got hit by the Hallowed when we freed the Wall of Flesh, etc. So I needed a little bit of this to farm for some corruption things that we didn't get. Specifically, I needed to go get the Crimson Key Mold. And you can see I've gotten two. Almost have 500 Souls of Night, so I've been down here a while. Also, I built a house. I feel like I haven't been doing much in the way of creative housing in this LP. And this isn't really creative, but I thought I'd make something kind of pretty. If you remember this world, before this world just had this little guy, whatever this is. I like making these little, like, sad shanties sometimes, and I'll intentionally do things like leave holes in the wall, but we needed more NPCs. I needed the nurse, I needed the steampunker, so I made this house. And there's so much to talk about. I've unintentionally done quite a bit off camera, so I don't really know where to start. I think I'll hang on to these Souls of Night for now. They used to sell for like 5 silver each, and now it's 2. They might have sold for 10 silver each at one point. It's way worse than it was. Yeah, just tons and tons of farming. One of the things I've accomplished in this world while I've been looking for Crimson Key Mold is I managed to get a nasty Unholy Trident. I've gotten a ton of these because I've been farming for a Key Mold in Hell. So what this weapon does, you've probably seen the Devils in Hell. It fires a trident. You can't hold it down, you have to click, unfortunately. I don't usually like having to click with weapons. But yeah, it fires a little trident. Not the best. It's okay. Another thing that I've picked up is a pirate staff. Doesn't have a good reforge yet. I don't know if I'll bother reforging it into something good. Those are really cute. Oh, they get little parrots. That's adorable. Little parrot guys. This is, of course, a reference to the Terraria tie-in Pixel Pirates. You get little pirates. They poop everywhere, which you know, it goes away after a while. I think I would hope. Yeah, it looks like it's already yeah, it fades away pretty quickly. Used to bother me, but it just looks like little dirt chunks, and you know, been playing a lot of Binding of Isaac lately, so I can live with it. They're pretty cute, other than the pooping. But yeah, we've got pirates. We're still gonna be rolling with twins. I've been listening to the twins shoot all day, so I just want a little bit of a break. I think that covers the main things that I've been doing in this world. Is accidentally got got the pirate staff from a pirate invasion. This is the last thing I need to show off. This little area. Ooh, pink. Got a little bit of a pink dye thing right there. But yeah, this is the arena I've been working on for fighting the pumpkin moons. I figured we needed a good spot to do moons. We didn't. If you look at the elevation that we're at about 250 feet. Not great, but that's not. I don't think that's quite Harpy territory. If we go up here, we should be in Harpy territory. Definitely here. But you remember our last world? Our last world ground level was like... we're still going to be on our main world plenty, but just not today. But our ground level was like 350 feet. It was crazy. So we were getting wyverns and harpies like all the time, and I don't really want wyverns spawning when I'm trying to progress through a moon, because they get in the way. So this is going to be where we do our moons. We might get some wyverns as we're like dodging pumpkin, but it happens. Ooh, I'm noticing that I'm kind of running into these blocks. Hopefully that's not a big deal. Yeah, that's the general start of things. I can't remember if we need a mithril forge to make pumpkin moon medallions, but we'll find out. You need ectoplasm, you need hallowed bars, you need pumpkins. Let's see if it shows up. It's not in our inventory, so I'm thinking it might be something you make at a workbench. Check it out real quick. I feel like my keyboard's louder than it normally is today. I hope that... It's probably going to bother all of you now that I've pointed it out. It's a jack-o'-lantern, not a pumpkin moon medallion. Alright, so we're going to have to bounce back to our other world for a second. That's fine. We need some stuff from there anyway. So many worlds. Here we are again. Just really quickly sell some pixie dust. I'll sell the pink prickly pear. We don't need it. And then I'm assuming this is made at like the forge or the anvil. I always keep my forge and anvil next to each other. And the unfortunate side effect of that is I never know where things are made. I don't think that I need ectoplasm for anything, but I'll go ahead and make 4 medallions for now. Put some of this stuff back. Yeah, I really hope that you guys don't mind me doing kind of what I considered to be necessary off camera. Like, I could show you the process for farming for those key molds. It's pretty much just... Sorry. Do we not have temple keys? I hope we have temple keys somewhere. So we're going to need some. We're going to need 1 anyway. Where does key molds go? I know I have... Okay. So there's key molds, and it would stand to reason that I'd keep temple keys with key molds. That's very strange. We fought Plantera a few times, and we haven't used our temple keys for much, so if we don't have temple keys, I would be very surprised. Like, where could they have gone? We made... Okay, we do have them. That's good. Yeah, there's no reason not to have them. Make the Crimson Key. Now we can go get Vampire Knives, which I'm very excited about. Let's put... Where do we want to put pumpkins? Boss Summon Mats, that... I will never remember that they're there, but that's honestly the place for them. Do I want to get power cells? Oh, by the way, I can't fight the golem on our Crimson World yet, even though I do have a golem thingy there. I cannot fight him yet because I've not killed Plantera on that world yet, so we might kill Plantera real quick. I'm going to put away the trident, because I'm not going to use it. Where is it? Best weapons or something? Best armor, best weapons. Yeah, I'll put a yellow. Right now, just like anything yellow I'm willing to put here. We still haven't gotten an Eclipse. I'd really like an Eclipse soon, because then I could make Terrorblade. I was kind of thinking... I wanted one more good item before we fought the Pumpkin Moon. I either wanted to get a Terra Blade made, or I wanted to at least get like a true Knight's Edge, or a Flare on. So anything from Fishon really would be good. Like, I just don't see the Golden Shower and like Rainbow Gun, Light Discs. I don't see that cutting it for the Pumpkin Moon, even with summons. So Vampire Knives are gonna be, that's the item I settled on because it was really easy to farm up for. Obviously, if I was gonna do Fish Run, I would do it on camera for you guys. Lost my train of thought a little bit. What was I getting in here for? Putting a little bit of stuff away. I think I have everything I need. I've got medallions, I've got a Crimson Key, okay. But yeah, I'd love an Eclipse. So many characters, so many worlds. I'd love to go on a world deleting spree or something, but a lot of my worlds have purposes. Like, they're not just for fun. I mean, they are. Everything in Terraria is for fun, but you know what I mean. So we've got some daylight, and I'm thinking the thing to do now is go to the dungeon to get our Vampire Knives. That'll be the first thing we'll do. Oh, I remember I was gonna put away my spider staff. Because we don't need this. Like, I'm never going to summon spiders again. Like, I mean, I might for funsies. But the pygmy staff does the same thing that the spider staff does. And the pirate staff does the same thing that the pygmy staff does, only worse. Like, I don't think there's any reason to have pirates over pygmies. But I'm definitely, like, even though this is a summoner character, I'm just kidding myself if I'm walking around with, like, 4 summon items. I'm not going to use all of them. Is that a rare butterfly? Julia. 25% bait power. Okay, not what I was thinking it was. There's one that's like 50%. Don't need any of this. Would have been happy to see a gypsy robe earlier in the game. I guess I can let the butterfly go again. Oop. There we go. Yeah, let's go do some dungeon. Sounds like fun. Now, why am I... Oh, yeah, because I touched the ammo box. Get some, yeah, I'll get a little bit of a pirate army for this. We'll go like really eclectic for this. We'll go with 1 optic, 1 pygmy, 3 pirates. Be a little underpowered for our dungeon, but I think we'll be fine. Yeah, if we wanted a good way to give ourselves some DPS for the moons, I think really getting the flare on would be the big step. Because if we're not a caster, we're gonna run out of mana really fast with any good mana weapon. Like, fighting the twins is still a chore for us, and that's not... I have to remember that that ice chest is, like, right there and so accessible. Since I've got that house, I want to be on the lookout for any paintings that I really like. Yeah, it's a nice painting. I can really tell... Ooh, mechanic. Hi, mechanic. I like seeing you. I like small paintings, so I'll take that one too. I feel like there's way more enemies on the screen than there are. Just because I keep, You know what? We're still on pre-hard mode dungeon here. Because I haven't killed Plantera. So this is gonna be super easy. It almost makes me want to kill Plantera first. Just to make getting the knives kind of harder, but... There we go. That's okay. We do a lot of things that are difficult. I have one kind of easy task. I mean, we are just about to go do moons, so it's not like it's not like we're slacking. You know, we'll be doing moons soon. We'll be doing Fishron soon. Life is gonna get hard in our little Terraria world. We have a golden key. We could open one of these. I like seeing cobalt shields. Could take the dynamite because it sells for a little bit, but not gonna bother. I like seeing starry night. Should be taking water candles too, but eh. There's our jungle chest. Good to know about. I have found, and I can't tell if this is just observation bias, but it does seem like chests like to be grouped together. Not chests in general, but just when you're talking about the dungeon chests, they seem to like to be hanging out together. Although maybe this dungeon will prove me wrong, because so far they've been far apart. So I'm recording this on April 1st, or April Fools, as we... I don't know, is that an international thing? Do you guys know about April Fools if you're not from the US? Probably, I would assume. I don't have any April Fools stuff for you. I'm just kind of playing Terraria like normal. It's kind of how I like to roll. And don't worry, I did see the chest. I was just looking to see if there was maybe another good way to get to it. I don't want that chair. It's kind of a nice chair, but eh. Alright. Gonna take some damage here, but that's okay. Use our Crimson Key. That's amazing. Demonic Vampire Knives is a brilliant prefix to see right away. I think we're gonna have to retire our light discs now, because as much as I like the idea of light discs, they just don't compare to... They don't really compare to Vampire Knives. Like, they don't do anything better. Except maybe light up areas. I don't know if I like those. It kind of makes the house look like a weird face. Starry Night's always huge, so I probably can't place it anywhere in this house. It's kind of nice. Sometimes you just want to go simple. These chests are just... They're not garbage, but they're things that we don't... Things that we don't need right now that I don't want to necessarily sell. What time is it in the game right now? Because it might be about moon time. We don't need a... Okay, so it's about a minute, because I think the merchant leaves at 6:30 on the dot. You know, I could get an Iron Skin potion. I could do a little bit of that. But I'm tempted to say, you know, we've got our knives. Do we just go for it? Well, first let's unsummon the pygmies, the pirates. We want all optic staff for this. On our first wave. Oh yeah, they're coming. They do way less damage than I'm used to. Get there. Now there's three things that we want from this event. One of them is going to be really easy to get. The other two are going to be very difficult. Rainbow gun seems to be doing the trick for right now. Seems like a lot of our optic staff guys are not quite paying attention to the fight like they should. There's a morning wood. It's a good sign. I mean, obviously we're gonna make it this far. Like, this is barely into the moon at all. Once you get to morning wood, you don't really need to be doing anything else. Like, you don't need... I think it's immune to Ichor. But, yeah, like, you don't need to be focusing on the other mobs once you get to the morning wood, because the other mobs are worth, like, 1, 2, 4, and 8 advancement points, and the morning wood's worth, like, 100 or 50 or something. I'd really like to make it to at least, like, wave 10. That's a really conservative goal. Like, we should make it to wave 12 or 13, really. But wave 10 on the first attempt, and just not dying, would make me happy. Like, we're not using any potions, so just kind of doing a casual moon. But yeah, the three things that we want from this moon event. We want spooky wood so we can make the final set of summoner armor. We want a raven staff so that we can get one of the best summons in the game. Arguably the best summon. You might... I don't know why I'm picking up stuff, but I am. Okay, it's rainbow gun time. Don't want to get hit by that stuff. We have vampire knives, so we're not really in danger of dying. I mean, we can, but it's not likely. Granted, we're not healing much off vampire knives because we have, we have a summoner armor set on. Alright, so we made it to Pumpkin. Now I guess Pumpkin is going to be our focus, although there's not really anything that we want from Pumpkin, is there? Nice to see him. Where is he? There he is. Hey, buddy. How's it going? So my strategy for Pumpkin is usually pretty much to just kind of stay in like a central column, move up and down. As long as you're right in front of his face, you won't get hit by the swords too much. We're about to have a pumpkin down. We probably won't get anything because it's just wave 7, but that's okay. Now we get another pumpkin because he's worth like twice as much as the Morningwoods. He's always a slow... Even when you have like beetle armor, he's slow going with the vampire knives because vampire knives are really meant to be an auxiliary weapon for when you're... you need to heal, but they're also probably our highest DPS right now. Maybe the rainbow gun's better. It's hard to say. If I was smart, I could get the rainbow gun consistently on him and the knives at the same time, but it's a little bit of work. Yeah, that rainbow gun did a huge chunk of his health. I might have to start playing a little bit better. It's gonna go down soon, though. Oh, we got a candy corn rifle. That's kind of, it's usually like the one thing... It's usually the consolation prize for events like this. Like, if you have a bad moon, you're like, oh, at least I got the candy corn rifle. But it is, I think, a little rare. Like, it's not the easiest thing in the world to get, so can't really complain. Let's try this out for size and see how... We don't need our chlorophyte for anything else on this character. Yeah, chlorophyte unfortunately doesn't heal us, so might not be the way to go. Is there health on the ground? Doesn't really seem like there is. It's kind of odd. And there I go, running into the heart lanterns like I talked about. Oop, don't want to stand right there. Just want to touch the... This Morningwood's doing a number on me. I was wondering if we were going to get another pumpkin. I figured we probably would. I was hoping I don't die. I really thought that there was some health on the ground there, but I guess there was not. Wow, really got caught in some high arcing Greek fire there. I kind of run away for a little bit. Yeah, I tell you, only getting 1 point from the knives when you're not critting is a little rough. Alright, so we did hit wave 10, just barely. And what am I aiming at? Did we hit wave 10 right as it became day? Kinda seems like that's what happened. Yeah, it's daytime, so we just barely hit wave 10. It's honestly a little worse than I expected to do, but... we are no buffs, and we're in Tiki armor. Like, look at how long it's taking us. Headless Horseman has a lot of health, but this is, that's a long fight. Headless Horsemen should not be something you have to, like, aggro down. Okay, so how did we do? Candy corn rifle, 300 morning wood. We need like 600 morning wood. I was really hoping that we'd get an eclipse like right after that, but it'd be a lot to hope for. This house is a little hard to navigate. So a little bit of stuff to this guy. Now the candy corn rifle, I don't know if it's actually better than the Mega Shark. I know that we can't shoot chlorophyte with it, so I almost kind of want to say no to it. I'm going to keep it. I mean, it's my first Pumpkin Moon drop on this character. So keep it for nostalgia. But I don't know how useful it's going to be to us. Got a Scarecrow hat. We can try that on for a little bit. Show that we've been through a moon and back. Survived. Yeah, let's talk to our guide real quick and see how much exactly spooky wood do we need? Is it like 650 or 700? Our guide lives in this house somewhere, right? Is he in this pile of people? We will never know. I think he is. Oh, guide. Yeah, okay. Can't interact with him like that. So one of the things I want to do before the next moon is maybe set up a little bit of the things that I didn't quite get around to, like heart lanterns. Or we have heart lanterns, but we don't have heart statues. We also don't have any kind of spikes. I wanted to do one that was like spikeless and lavaless and trapless, just to see how we did. But lava helps a lot. Spikes, dungeon stuff helps a lot, or Blizzard Temple stuff. So we'll come back to the moons with some renewed vigor, see what we can do. But for now, I think I'm gonna take a little break, and I'll see you next time.